10 or 15 years ago, it felt like turn-based RPGs were a dwindling relic of yesteryear. Now, in the era of Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Baldur's Gate 3, Metaphor ReFantazio, it kind of feels like they're running the table. I know PAX West recently held a panel called Journey into the Magic of Turn-Based RPGs with fellow, albeit much bigger than me, YouTubers who served as the panelists, but I can't seem to find a video of this panel anywhere. Curious though I am as to what they might have discussed on that panel, in this video I want to celebrate my love of turn-based RPGs too. I'm going to provide 4 reasons why I think turn-based systems are low-key dominating the RPG space right now. Reason number 1. Turn-based systems allow for better focus on party-based progression. A cornerstone of JRPGs especially, though a growing pillar for Western releases as well, is a move from playing an individual protagonist to operating as a party. And when you really think about it, this is basically impossible to do with action-centric gameplay. Sure, there are action games where you have a party of characters, the rest of whom might be controlled by AI, and you might even be able to freely switch between them. But realistically, at least the way I play games like that, I usually focus on mastering a single character, usually the protagonist, and never really get to understand the depth or full scope of the rest of the party's kits. I think the Tales series exemplifies this pretty well. In Tales of Arise, I played Alphen basically 100% of the time. Turn-based systems slow things down to give you full control of your party and allow you to engage with their skills and kits in a way action systems really aren't able to. Hey, by the way, this is Nick B RPG. Here I discuss all things RPG, with turn-based RPGs being my favorite. If you're enjoying this video so far, consider giving me a like and a sub. I'm a tiny YouTuber and the support helps a lot. Reason number 2. Turn-based systems allow for deeper game mechanics. Think about it for a second. In an action game, the number of things your character can do in a fight are broadly aligned to the number of buttons you have on, say, a controller. This isn't to say there cannot be depth to an action game, memorizing patterns, understanding synergistic ability chains, etc., but it's much more common in a turn-based system for your character to have access to dozens or more of spells and skills and other abilities that they can access on any turn in any given fight. Turn manipulation and economy, weakness exploiting, character combination attacks, carrying explosive barrels from your campsite for the purposes of telekinetically bombing enemies with them. These are the hallmarks of turn-based systems that, for the cost of slowing everything down, invite so much depth and open so many tactical options for the player. Reason number 3. Turn-based systems allow for tactical skill expression. A common refrain among people who prefer action-based systems more than turn-based ones is that, quote, action games allow for better skill expression, while turn-based systems are just good for tired boomers who don't want to be challenged, end quote. To play devil's advocate for a minute, this is sometimes true. There definitely are turn-based games that are very easy and pose little challenge, though there are some ARPGs of which the exact same could be said. And I don't argue for a second that action games test reflex, motor skill, and attack pattern recognition better than strictly turn-based games possibly could. But on the other hand, well-designed turn-based systems test strategy, team building, and mechanical knowledge with the best of them. Story time. My girlfriend also plays turn-based RPGs, and we were individually playing Metaphor ReFantazio at the same time late last year. She came to me frustrated that one of the endgame dragons, an optional super boss, was mopping the floor with her. So she asked me for some help. I sat with her and first noticed all the ways her party felt inefficiently built from my point of view. There was no focus on synthesis skills. These are skills that link different archetypes in the party together, and little focus on support. She had brute forced her way through the game to that point. Without grinding, it was impossible to get her party built the way I'd have wanted it, but we tooled through the menus with where she was at, picked up some important buffs with the points she had to spend, and she tried again, with me sitting beside her. I basically coached her move by move, and in the first try, difficult though it was, we beat a boss that had snuffed her out dozens of times prior. I'm not trying to flex how good I am at strategy. I'm just trying to make a larger point that there are strategic muscles that can be tested with well-designed turn-based systems. Would you ever say that chess requires zero skill because it's turn-based? As I get older, I find that I prefer to test my strategic muscles more than my reflex ones. Reason number 4. Turn-based games are chill. Yeah, I just finished saying that I like being challenged and having my strategic muscles tested. But at bottom, different games can solve different wants or needs for different people or just different moods. Sometimes when it's 10 at night and I'm not ready for bed and I want to game a little, but I don't want a game that's going to make my heart pound half out of my chest, I want a game that'll let me take my time and play at my speed, and that's a benefit that virtually all turn-based games, easy or hard, afford the player. It might sound paradoxical, but a well-designed turn-based game can be both challenging and relaxing at the exact same time. And that's quite often the sweet spot I'm looking for personally. To be clear, I certainly do not have any problems with action-centric games, and I completely understand their popularity in the mainstream zeitgeist. But the jury's in at this point, and turn-based RPGs are here to stay. They are the unparalleled vehicle for letting you control and dive deep into the mechanics of an entire party. They can offer seemingly endless tactical depth. They can challenge you to really understand a game's mechanics and to solve the puzzle of a difficult fight, or they can simply be exactly what you need to cozy up to on a cool autumn night when you just want to unwind. Or oddly, they can satisfy all of those needs at the exact same time. Are you glad that turn-based combat is back and here to stay? Drop your favorite turn-based game in the comments and hit subscribe if you want to join me as I unabashedly celebrate turn-based games in my videos week after week. Again, this is Nick BRPG. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.